Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great week so far. I'm Cindy Baker, your ADHD productivity coach, and I've got some tips to help you manage your time. This is especially helpful if you're a small business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, but you can apply these to any job that you have. So if you are jumping on live, say hi in the chat, whatever platform you're watching this on. And if you're watching the replay, let me know that you watched this and let me know what you think. If you've got any tips to add to this, some of these were written or written in an article in business.com by Jennifer Dublino. So, and then some of these are mine. And I always like to give an ADHD friendly twist to these tips that I give you all because I work with a lot of people with ADHD. And so hopefully you'll find these helpful. And again, let me know. Hey, everybody, good to see you. Good to see you. So this is really just some basic tips, but maybe just some good reminders for you on how to best manage your time. Um, Managing your time is critical for entrepreneurs. When you're running a small business, you're at the center of everything. You've got client deadlines that you've got to meet. You've got all the financial, the data that you've got to look at. If you have a team, you've got to lead your team. And it might seem like there's just no end to the to-do list, right? Time is precious. We all know that. And so you don't want to waste it. And so managing your time well is a crucial skill. And it's something that's going to help you be successful as a small business owner. So there's no perfect formula for mastering time management, but you can always develop habits that align with your schedule and kind of your flow or your work rhythm. So I'm going to give you just a few time management strategies or tips that are going to help you become more productive, make wiser choices, shift your focus to the expansion and success of your business, and less on the little piddly things that waste our time. So if you feel like there's just not enough hours in the day, this is going to help you. These tips will help you better manage your time. Okay, and the first thing is get organized. I know if you have ADHD, you're like, what? I don't know how to get organized. Yes, you can do it. An organized workspace, a clear work plan, that can vastly improve your productivity. If either your plan for the day or your workspace is chaotic, then you're going to get overwhelmed and your workflow is going to be disrupted. So you want to, first of all, organize your workspace. You want to streamline everything. And that means you're going to take a few minutes to declutter. Everything needs, especially the important things that you use, it needs to have a designated place in your workspace. It doesn't need to be just thrown in a pile. I know we ADHD people, we love our piles. But go ahead and you need to take a few minutes every day before you leave work to declutter, throw away things you don't need, put away things that you're not using at the moment, and just keep it clear, visually clear. You can convert your physical files to digital if you want to create more room there. And you want to organize those files based on the client or the project, depending on what works for your business. And then besides organizing your workspace, you want to organize your work. And of course, we go in deep into this in my coaching program. So if you're interested in and really getting some hands-on help, chat with me about my coaching program. I'd love to just chat with you on Zoom and see how I can help. But you want to organize your work. You want to organize your work process. You need to set clear, achievable goals. Name 3 to 5 things that you want to target within the week. That's a good start. And then elaborate on each task. Write out why it's important, how urgent is it, and then what are the steps involved in that goal. And then you want to schedule those steps, put them on your calendar, and then focus on executing one thing after another. Once you've figured out what's the most urgent and the most important, and that's going to help you have progress towards the bigger plans. But we don't, especially if you have ADHD, we don't always do really well in the immediate moment, thinking about way out into the future. So bring it into the present. Know your energy levels. Know when you're most productive. When you recognize your times that you're most productive, then that's going to help you plan your work, and you're going to be more efficient. Note the times that when you're active and productive. Maybe it's right after a morning exercise, or maybe it's post lunch. There are a lot of digital apps you can get to help with things like this, like Toggl, Toggl, at least at the time I'm talking to you now. Things like that can really be helpful in understanding your productivity patterns and keeping you on track. How much time do you spend on each task? Once you've identified your peak productivity period, then you can devote that time to, the more challenging, higher priority tasks. And you can leave all the simpler ones for other times. So overcome the clutter, both tangible and intangible, that may be hindering your effectiveness. Direct your effort more towards productivity, towards achieving your business goals. Paperless office solutions reduce clutter, but you have to take the time to do that. And it may secure more or create a more secure access to your sensitive documents as well. So you might want to think about that. Now, another tip is to embrace apps. We go over a lot of digital productivity solutions in my coaching program. But if you have just a smartphone, you can turn it into your ultimate small business tool. You can use apps that are designed to help you take charge of your schedule and your workflow. There's a lot of time management apps. There's Wunderlist, and not Wonder like the regular spelling, but WUNDER list. If traditional to-do lists are not your thing, then that app allows you to prioritize tasks, set reminders, share your to-do list with others, and you can access it from your smartphone, from your laptop, Apple Watch, whatever. So you can stay on top of your tasks from any location. If you're a paper person, just go with paper. Maybe you waste too much time trying to figure out how the apps work. There's another app that I have not used or looked at, but I've heard about, Harvest. So if you're a small business owner and you charge clients by the hour, an app like Harvest can easily keep track of the time you spend on each task, and so you can make your invoicing easier. And even if you don't charge by the time spent, Harvest lets you track how much time every project takes, and that makes you more aware of how long a project truly takes to complete. If you have ADHD, you probably underestimate how long things really take to get done. Now, Trello is something I've used as a project management tool. when it comes to managing overall workflow, Trello is an excellent resource. You can create, it's almost like bulletin boards. You can create boards for each project and set up step-by-step pipelines to send them through. It's almost like a mind map. It allows you to track tasks from beginning to completion. And it's a great tool for collaboration because you can look at your remote staff's productivity and efficiency, like if you have a virtual assistant or whatever. Another project management tool is Asana. Same thing. So look into those if you're an app kind of person. If that stresses you out, use paper, use a calendar, spreadsheet. Another time management tip, you need to learn when to delegate. When you're starting out, it's natural to take on anything and everything to do with your business, right? Because it's all you. And you're likely accustomed to learning on the job. And you've picked up all these marketing skills, accounting skills, and sales skills, all these abilities that you need to run your organization. But as your time becomes more precious, delegating becomes very, very important. So learn to outsource some tasks or assign projects to employees and give yourself the freedom to take growth opportunities. So decide what tasks you'd like to offload and pinpoint tasks that you tend to put off, things that you avoid, and think about who could better handle that job. If you don't have a staff ready to pitch in, you can use a freelancer, a contractor. There's all kinds of organizations that have virtual assistants and things like that. And you can hire somebody just for an as needed basis for a certain project. And reach out to your professional network and get referrals to find trustworthy people that can do the job that you need done. A delegated task is successful if it gets done properly. So hire carefully and hold them to deadlines. So time management and delegation are essential business skills, along with communication skills, strategic planning, and leadership ability. You have to be able to delegate. Now, another time management tip is you want to keep track of your finances. And I know that sounds like that has nothing to do with time management, but believe me, it does. Handling finances can take a great deal of time, and it causes massive stress for some people. So you need some sort of accounting system early on that's going to help you stay organized. It's going to save you a lot of time later. And if you don't already have accounting software in place, you might want to consider doing that. Get an accounting solution to get you on the right bookkeeping path. There's a few popular ones out there. MineralTree, I have not looked at, but I've read about it, and it lets you track the accounts payable process from invoice approval to final payment. QuickBooks, I have used before. That's compatible with MineralTree, and it's got all kinds of functions to simplify your accounting. They have tutorials and things like that to help you learn QuickBooks. Now, Xero, Xero is a time-saving cloud-based tool. It graphs your payment schedule and your debt so you can better manage your cash flow and make payments on time. And so look into that, but somehow you're going to need to streamline your financial areas of your business. Now, another time-saving tip, common sense, but it's amazing how we don't do this. Avoid unnecessary distractions. So many people that I work with tell me, oh, well, I can't help it. I get interrupted. There are so many things you can control. If you're a solopreneur, it's up to you to keep yourself motivated and stay focused on your work. There's nobody else to make sure you're working hard. Nobody's coming to save you, right? Have you heard that saying? There's nobody coming to check on you to make sure you're keeping on top of things. So you are going to have to limit distractions yourself in order to remain productive. So keep your phone on silent. I even tell my clients to put it in the other room when they're doing deep focus activities. You can use tools like the self-control app, which restricts access to websites that you tend to waste time on. It's like a big brother watching you, you know. And remember, social media, there's an algorithm that is designed to keep you on the platform. And so it's easy to get sucked in. Pay attention to your emotional state and your general well-being during working hours. Be present, be aware of your work. Don't just waste time, you know. No, be purposeful and intentional about how you spend your time. Maintain a healthy work-life balance. Keep business discussions separate from family time as much as you can. And plan your day ahead of time. And that allows you to manage your time effectively and helps you make the most of each hour. Another great time management tip is the 80-20 rule. And you've probably heard this. The 80-20 rule states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort and vice versa. So identify the 20% of your tasks that result in the most revenue producing activities, the most bang for your buck, and concentrate on those things. Make those the priority. Delegate or spend less time on the rest. For instance, if you spend a large chunk of your time on the phone, ask people to email you rather than call you, because that can really eat up your time. Some customers or employees are really high maintenance, right? And let's just say they take up more than their share of time, of your time, with complaints or drama. Maybe you need to let them go. Like Elsa says, let it go. Okay, I won't sing, but consider letting these time wasters go. Sometimes it's just not worth it. It's not worth the money. So I could have a whole training on that. Fortunately, right now in my coaching program, I have awesome clients, so I don't have to worry about that. Another time management tip is to avoid multitasking. If you have ADHD, you get bored easily and you want to multitask and you think that you're using your time well. It may seem like a great way to, you know, get everything done, but it's ineffective because the brain, it takes a little while to refocus attention, and it makes you less productive and more prone to errors. So what you're really doing is you're switch tasking. You're switching, doing this, then I switch and I do that, then I switch back over here. Try to stay with one thing and don't multitask. That may take some practice, but you can do it. Concentrate on one thing at a time and organize your day that way. For example, you could focus on answering emails first thing in the morning to get that out of the way and make that a block of time, and then another block of time to return phone calls. Once you're finished with the task on your list, go on to the next one. There are statistics that show that on average, office workers check their email 50 times and their social media platforms 77 times a day while at work. What? I know. So I always suggest that you schedule time blocks for checking email. Don't just check it all day. Turn off the notifications, put it away. Don't let that ding, you know, is like squirrel. It's going to be distracting. Don't do that. Check it first thing in the morning, right after lunch, or right before lunch, and then at the end of the day. Maybe one other time, right before bed, but just 3 or 4 times a day. That's it. And schedule downtime. Really. Working nonstop can tire you out, both mentally and physically. It can make your creativity go down. It reduces your ability to problem solve. You know, You always hear about business owners or inventors or entrepreneurs that get their best ideas right when they wake up in the morning, or when they're taking just a relaxing walk, or in the shower, just chilling out. Give yourself some downtime to let your brain repair itself. It helps your unseen mind, sift through all the various data from the day, and it allows your brain to cook up innovative solutions. That doesn't mean, it doesn't mean you're going on a break. That's fine. A break is good, but actually time block, schedule some time that's downtime, time for family and friends, maybe a hobby. Step out and get moving. Explore a good book. It's about balancing work with relaxation, and, harness those moments of peace to help your business shine. It's interesting. This morning, I walked the dogs, and I also went to an exercise class at the gym. And both of those times, my brain was going. I was coming up, I was thinking about things, I was remembering things, I had ideas. And sometimes I will use the voice memo in my phone and record some good ideas, or I'll just quickly type it in my notes section of my phone, because I get my best ideas when I'm not sitting at my desk. So, and by the way, I schedule my work around my exercise, my time with my family. I don't schedule that around my work. I schedule my work around that. That could be a whole training too, right? I read a statistic that over the last 20 years, work time has increased by 15% and personal time has decreased by 33%. So that means you really do have to think about self-care in the workplace. And I don't know, that's an overused phrase, but I don't really know any other way to say it. There's this time management thing. This is so important if you're an entrepreneur. There's a lot of different reasons, but you should think of time as a limited resource. There are only so many hours in a day. It is not a renewable resource. It is, it's fixed. When it's gone, it's gone. So you want to make the most of all of those hours that you get in the day. It increases competitiveness. And this is especially important if you're in a highly competitive industry. Being first to market or the first to come out with a new feature, that could be the difference between success and failure. A business coach that I follow always says, money loves speed. And I like that saying. But not wasting time, that could boost your bottom line for sure. Whether you pay your employees hourly or a fixed salary, the more productive they are, the more value you gain. And if you're not organized, you can't effectively assign tasks. You can't monitor employee productivity. So you may end up spending more money than necessary. You're going to end up making, when you use your time well, you make better decisions. When you prioritize critical tasks, you have more options. You can make a bigger impact on your operations. And when, the opposite is true as well. When vital tasks get buried and neglected, you're going to miss out on opportunities, and you're going to find yourself hustling and paying a premium to get stuff done. When you manage your time well, you're better able to focus on growth. When your day-to-day operations are a smoothly running machine, then you're free to consider new ideas, expansion opportunities. You can get more clients, right? Business efficiency creates higher quality work and a better customer experience. Happy customers are loyal. Happy customers can boost your business, and they can give you like positive reviews. They can give you referrals. Managing your time well reduces stress. being organized, taking things off your to-do list, getting things done efficiently. That just feels really good. It's enormously satisfying and eliminates some of that stress um, that's just inherent in being a business owner. And stress, when you have a high stress, stress lowers productivity. So stress reduction is crucial for business operations and for your physical and mental health. Um, this is one of the things we work on in my coaching program is stress reduction and techniques for that. So with lower stress levels, you could be less likely to experience burnout. And there's a whole lot more we could say about that as well. We could do a whole training on stress management, right? So, which by the way, in the chat, if you could let me know what topics you're interested in finding out more about, that would give me ideas to know for future trainings. So I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the chat what you think, your aha moments, what resonated with you. A lot of people watch this on replay, so please I do circle back around and read those. So make sure you let me know. And if you're not on my email list, you're not hearing about events, you're not getting reminders. I've got a free workshop coming up. You're not hearing about these things. So make sure you're on my email list. Let me know in the chat. Just say email, and I'll send you a message. You can privately send me your email address. Okay. So have a great rest of your day and be productive. I'll see you next